Well, folks, delighted to be joined by a new signing here at Montrose women's team. It's the one, the only, Kaela McDonald and Gura! Woo! Woo! Don't leave me hanging. Perfect. Good sound made there and everything. Perfect contact. Yeah. Well, look, before I even talk about how you've settled in the team, etc., etc., I want to talk about Motherwell, and I want to talk about that game because is that the best performance you think you've ever had for 90 minutes on a pitch?
So far.
Yeah.
So far.
Oh, I like that answer. That's so good.
Far. More to come, hopefully, but I think so. Yeah, it was a really good game overall. I think it came from everyone. Everyone was at it, so it makes it easier for me to stand up top and get them in.
I'll tell you what, you make it sound easy though. I mean, I've watched you play. I've watched you play for other teams against us, and always admired your style. Let's be honest. The only thing is, referees seem to have a bit of an issue with it sometimes, eh?
I won't say much more on that. But yeah, read between the lines, yeah.
But that's you as a player, eh? You can't change that. No. You wouldn't be the player you are if you tried to coach that out of you in any way.
No, absolutely. I wouldn't want to change it. It's part of my game. It's something I enjoy, and I think it brings a lot to teams as well. So, won't be changing that anytime soon.
Yeah. So there's an opportunity for you to give us a sort of brief synopsis of your journey to getting here, because you've played for quite a few teams, let's be honest.
Yeah, it's been a few now. So I started my career, I was at Celtic, and I went on loan there as a youngster out to Spartans, and then I made that permanent. Stayed there for a few seasons before switching across to Motherwell, and again was there for 3-4 seasons, and then after that it got a bit choppy, so went on loan to Gartcairn, and then stayed there, and then in January of this year moved on loan to Dundee United. And then find myself wandering even further north.
Yes, indeed. Yeah. Where are you going to end up next? In the North Sea somewhere? You're going further and further north?
I think I'm going to plant my feet here.
Right, okay, good. Well,
go much further.
Well, we're happy with that, especially with, as I say, some of the performances you've been putting in. It can be quite frustrating, your role, though. Let's be honest, Sunday, that was a frustrating game. Difficult to get the service.
Yeah, no, I think it's always tough when you play full-time teams. I think the expectation is when they're at it, there's not a lot you can do. All we can do is take as many of the positives as we can, and the part of being a striker means sometimes you're running for the fun of it. But listen, it's still going to benefit us, and it's going to hopefully keep us in good stead. We're working on defensive opportunities and making sure that we're hopefully being a bit more solid going forward, and then the games that we have a bit more of the ball, that's where you get to go and enjoy it. So
indeed, and score goals.
Score goals.
That's always good. Let's not lie. You've been mentioning before we started the interview that show racism the red card. You've been involved in this or are involved in it. I mean, can you give us a little idea of what that involves for you then?
Yeah, so a full-time role. I'm a full-time education worker for Show Racism the Red Card. So I work with the Scottish office. Basically my role is I go out and deliver anti-racism workshops all over. So we work in schools, work with different colleges, universities, and also we're known for our work within football. But it doesn't just stop there. We work across all sports as well. So most of my role is delivering that education and tying in terms of working with clubs and bringing in local schools from the communities into football clubs, and seeing a kind of role models speak on such important topics.
Absolutely. It's a really, really important job you're doing there. Almost to the point I'm thinking, where's the time for the football coming? Because that seems like that is a lot of work.
Yeah, no, it is a lot of work, but I think I'm very, very lucky that I enjoy it, so it doesn't always feel like a job at times. And they're obviously with working in schools and things like that, it can be a little bit more flexible in terms of travelling up for training and things. So with the way it works with my life, it's balanced very, very well. Perfect.
That's good. Have you given yourself a wee target in terms of, have you got a goal tally that you're going to try and achieve?
I do, yes, but I think I'll keep that to myself.
Oh, you don't like sharing that?
I'll keep that to myself. So I think the last time I've shared that, things went a wee bit off the boil. So for me, I think it's just about keeping that consistency. I've been in a position before where I started the season well and it's maybe tailored off. So that's something for me personally that I'm going to work on, and hopefully I'll reach that target, and I'll let you know at the end of the season.
I was going to say, well, you let us know when you finally get there. That would be good. You talk about how difficult sometimes it can be in the game. You'd not be the only player that experiences that in the women's teams and in the men's teams. It can be incredibly difficult sometimes. you know, have you got folk at clubs that you can go and speak to when you know you're feeling this is tough going at the moment?
Yeah, I think the good thing about Montrose is that we've got so many staff members that are so approachable, and I think it's not an easy thing for people to be so open that way, but yeah, very, very lucky, especially with Craig, and I know we've got Cully in as well, and loads of members of staff that I would feel comfortable going to speak to, and obviously we've now got with Michelle, the chaplain. I think every SWPL, potentially SWPL 2 team will be assigned a chaplain as well, so it's really important that we look after ourselves away from the game, and it only benefits us on it as well.
Yeah, good stuff. Well, I'm looking forward to your 20 goals this season. I don't know if that was your target. Well, look, it's been a pleasure talking to you.
Thank you very much.
And look after yourself.
Will
and
do.
like I say, I'm looking forward to seeing scoring more goals for them all.
Hopefully.